What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are currently on our way to a recovery about an hour out of town. It's a couple vehicles stuck up in some deep snow. Unfortunately, that's not what you're seeing in this video because we're doing that for the TV show. It is nasty out, plus 2 degrees Celsius, pouring rain here. It's sure to be dumping gobs of snow as we go up. That one's for the show. I might do a little sneak peek here and there, but then we're gonna carry on after that, hopefully, if there's not more recoveries, and take the fun way home, the old detour, which is never faster. So I'm in my Jeep, Denny's in his Jeep, Ryan's in his Jeep, and we're gonna have a good day. There's the snow line, pretty clear. We're gonna start climbing pretty fast here. All right, film crew is dropped off. Both vehicles are out. You can see that recovery someday on the TV show. We're taking the fun way home. So we've already turned off. Denny behind me, Ryan behind him, and we're going this way. So this road is just to try and get to the road that we want to detour on without having to go back on the highway because we're all at 5 or less PSI. But it gets pretty good pretty quick here. And it's like 60k winds and blowing snow. So this is a good idea. I think we'll know pretty quick here. It is 2 degrees Celsius, so it's packing good at this point, but we do go up in elevation. And Ryan still is on 32-inch tires with open diffs front and back. But if it's packing, we can put down a good trail. There's a chance. There's the lodge that we just came from. And it looks like there's snowmobile traffic pretty heavily because there's whoops from them. So if they keep riding side by side, there's a chance. Our plans may be foiled before they even really started. It's good until you dip off and then it's sugary still. Haven't had enough warmth. And there's a big A hill right there. It probably looks flat on camera.
Ooh, I think the sled traffic might take a right here. Wind.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out there if I don't have to be.
Yeah, the tires are doing the thing where it kind of moves the slabs of snow on top of soft.
Well, that's the way we want to go, which is untraveled and a no-go. That's the way the sled tracks go, and is not sure we haven't been that way.
That stake me up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say just hang tight because yeah, that can get worse, but is easy right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to accept fate, head back to the highway, go up the few kilometers to the main that we know, and have some fun there. Which we might also not be able to make that. Looks like Ryan's having a bit of a time down at the bottom of the hill there anyways, so go get him popped out and turned around. His rear auto locker should be in this week, hopefully, so if we get some time, we'll throw that in, and it'll be a whole new beast.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, he's just gonna winch out.
Ramp to the top of your fender here.
This is the one situation where the sled traveled portion is way different than the not.
Show you what kind of trouble Bruce is getting into over here. I just post hold to my almost chest on the other side.
Yeah. Snowmobile tracks aren't great when they like all stick to the same and only a couple of them because they don't pack very well, but when it's heavily trafficked and they go side to side, it's not bad. That's how you winch. people. You don't spin your tires like mad because it doesn't do anything. Your winch isn't that fast. There we go. So he'll probably back up a couple hundred feet and do an Austin Powers turn.
Just need 2 softies. Nice, I grabbed the one that has 0 kinetic value almost.
There you go. That's all right.
If they make it worse, it's just going to be worse.
Yeah.
That's how little he was actually stuck in there. So let's throw a couple pounds in, take the highway to the next fun spot.
I mean, I probably won't, but yeah. The shoulder is pretty much.
It's really not that far, is it?
All right, we're back on pavement. The highway is just over there. We're still at 5 PSI. And we only have to go a few K up the main, so might just limp it along the shoulder. Because airing up and airing down for a few minutes, especially when it's like storming out, no bueno. Well, at least we're going above the legal minimum speed limit for the highway. Now we have to decide if we're going right or left on the main. Left is probably lower elevation and better conditions, but about 4 times as long. Right, you climb pretty good, but it's a lot shorter. Well, we got our answer for going that way. There's a giant wall of snow that, I mean, we could get over, but only a couple sets of sled tracks. So we're gonna be trying this way. It's plowed for a while, and then it won't be. But that's not gonna happen today, because there's a few kilometers of elevation gain first. And I know it's really hard to see, but a couple sets of sled tracks going over that's probably a 6 or 7 foot berm of snow. So I think that's our answer.
Well, for that one, yeah.
We'll give Bear a shot.
Yep. I mean, it's a main road. It'll be big one.
Should be. Hopefully we don't have to put it in 4-wheel and put that stress on the front axle. That would suck. Well, this is where we go back under the highway. Ooh, look at all that snow. So, plowed road goes that way. That's what's in front of us this way. Interesting. There is a lot of snow. Denny's kind of on the line that is the most likely, so we'll see. And we're at like 5 or 6 PSI, so we definitely have a couple to drop, but this will tell us a lot in a short amount of time here.
I mean, but this is packed.
Woo!
Dip?
Nope. You're right on top.
On this side I actually am. Did it go down quite a bit?
Nah, not really.
I mean, either way, we're not doing it, eh?
Oh, I don't know. How's it look?
Looks like it's never been done in the history of man.
The light is like the flattest it could be, so that doesn't help. It's definitely a bit sugary. Like now you're literally right on top, so. Ooh. It's doing that spongy thing like the last main.
Yeah. Let's see what that feels like in reverse.
Well, we've only got like 70 kilometers left to go, so. Well, I don't have high hopes. We'll probably drop another pound or two. It's just a long ways until Bear Lake where we know it's good. Probably like 40 kilometers and then like 25 or 30 of where we know it's good. So this is the point of the day where you make decisions that are sometimes good, sometimes not so good. It's 3:47 p.m. Well, we're aired right down. We're gonna give it our best college try, whatever that means. I think we'll probably know right away. The light is so flat. Can't see anything. Good day to be heading out.
Ooh, I don't know about this one. The light's so flat you can't see where the road was.
I mean, so far so good. And we don't gain much elevation on this one.
Probably want to stay a bit left there.
I was gonna say, as we're saying that, I saw your tire go skirt.
There's a hill coming up, and then we're getting pretty close to where there's a probably 100-foot section of really bad wind drifts because of the clear cuts. So usually we hit those after like a few hours of travel this way, and if you didn't make them, you'd have to go back a long way. At least this way is only a couple K. Tough day for filming. It is flat as could be. Snow is like good. You go like a foot to the left, you sink.
Oh. That is deep, man. Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Like almost 40 inches deep.
Man, that is some flat light. That makes it hard. I'm just kind of ducking and weaving. Where it's good, we're only sinking like 2 to 3 inches, but it's very wind blown, so it changes all the time. Where sleds have been, definitely over 40 inches deep if you go off the side. And then in another spot that was kind of open, there was actually dirt showing on the one side, and then probably like 6 feet deep on the right side, and all just kind of angled into the clear cut from the wind blowing. So a little bit of everything. Grass, half-buried tree. This is the section that we were worried about, the next kilometer or so, because as you can see, very open and just gets smoked by the wind. So we'll see how this goes. Another perfect example of what I was talking about. Dirt here, you can't see on the right, but I'll bet you that's 10 feet deep over there. So we'll kind of hug this edge and it should be okay for this one. Probably a spot where the camera just does not do justice, but I am just guessing my line. That's the tops of like probably 10-foot trees on the right there, so the snow's like pretty good, almost really good. Ryan's still making it in our tracks back there.
In the drink.
In between the snowdrifts seems to be kind of the worst. That hill is very deep. Danny and Ryan are kind of back just on this side of the wind drift, some significant angle, and I'm fighting sugar snow. We just need to get up around that corner there where those trees are, one more wind drift, and then that's it for the bad ones. But yeah, it's bad. I was kind of hoping to get to where you can see grass, turn around and go pack them a trail, but I'm struggling here.
Alright, so he's going to try and winch, and then once he's up on the snowpack, I'm going to start going, is the plan.
It's like kind of packing, but it's just spongy underneath. Trying to make it to that grass to turn around so I can go back and get Denny, because he's pretty buried. Shut up, compressor. Interesting. I'm going back to get Denny, and the upper side of the wind drift seems a lot better than the bottom. So, much better line. That's good, because I was not looking forward to getting them through that. It's like,
There you go, you got it.
just trying to pack, but just spongy underneath.
Yeah.
Well, I'm within winch range at least, so that's good.
Yep, that is good.
How my backing up is gonna go.
Oh, perfectly.
All right, that's a pretty good straight shot for winch up into these cracks. Got out. Well, Ryan made it up probably 30 feet from Denny, so he's gonna hook onto Denny. Denny's gonna winch in. Ryan will kind of winch out while Denny winches in, and then he'll pull, and yeah, a lot going on. I'll have to get turned around again at some point. And we still have like, I looked it up. When I said it was like 60 or 70K, it was actually 90. So now we probably have like 70K left. All right, we made it through that section. I'm turned around again. So, because the next corner is right up there and there's another bad wind drift, we're gonna hook me to Denny, Denny to Ryan. Just get everyone through, because I mean, it's right down there. It was so soft and sugary, and up here, especially my left track, so hard to tell, but only sinking like 2 inches. So crazy difference. Got the yankum between me, yankum between Denny and Ryan. Hopefully we don't need them, but if we do, they're there. Let's go. So my plan was to go across there because it looked like the snow was kind of wind blown off. I was wrong, that's very deep. Ryan's in a bit of a pickle there. Denny's on good solid ground. I'm about 40 inches deep here and haven't seen the bottom, so I'm just gonna take a quick winch because the snow is up to my fender. And that's downhill, and it's not getting better anytime soon. Not a lot to winch to over there either. That's the problem. I might try and drive up and over that cut block next, because I just can't see us making that corner.
Okay, let me go back a bit. Perfect.
Well, I've been fighting here all over trying to find a line. That is very steep there, even steeper at the corner. So I tried to go up on top and through the clear cut, tried to go down through the clear cut, and this snow is like a foot on top of just heavy and then sugary underneath. So it's kind of packing, but kind of garbage. So we are admitting defeat for now. I'm turning around. There's one more road that skirts this that might not be a road anymore because it's kind of just a cut block road, but we'll give that a try before we quit because this sucks. This is the road. It may not look like a road because, well, you can't see anything. And that's our problem right now also. So we'll see what happens here. Update. This access is a no-go, but it's a bit more north-facing. So we'll go back here, try the slightly south-facing one. And if not, we'll accept defeat and backtrack. And even backtracking is not going to be the easiest thing in the world because there was some spots that would resemble being in a pickle. Well, I tried that one also, and it's just no go. This week's supposed to be warm and rain, so I'll bet you next weekend we'll be able to drive through the clear cuts anywhere we want. Right now it's packing on top, but underneath is still soft. So we are heading back. Denny's not taking no for an answer. He's gonna breeze right through. Whoops. See, that's what it does. It goes and then you break through and it's done. And look at the snow here. We're still on top of like 2 or 3 feet, but after traveling it a few times, only sinking like 1.5 inches. Just need it to be like this, up there.
Oh yeah.
See, that's what happens. It packs and then it doesn't.
Go anywhere.
I think next weekend, maybe Redemption. I'm just working at packing a nice track out. Ryan's giving her the beans back there. Denny is good. Should be the last bad stretch, aside from getting pulled off the tracks a couple times.
Almost. I don't see it getting any better. Well, maybe. Definitely got to go slight driver once you get here. want to just winch from there? You can easily winch right to me. His poor winch. It's just his winch he's making it harder on.
Ryan's hooked up on the winch back there. I'm almost through. Right back there is the end. All right, I have made it to, well, it's not level, but better road. Ryan, oh, Denny's almost here, and Ryan's on the line, so he's coming one way or another. All right, everyone is off the worst of the wind drifts. Now we'll make some time. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, to the bitter end, it's fighting us. The main is just 100 feet ahead of Denny. He piled it in. That is a Denny thing and a half. Yeah, that's that snow.
More high,
it just packs and then it doesn't. Like, actually, perfect example. Look at those chunks over on top that blasted off the top. So,
whoa. 4 high, 2
well,
hard.
and you even had your signal on, right? Like, how did you not pop out of there?
That's what I was thinking. If I get my signal on.
So Denny was in high range when he came in here, and so when you hit the deep stuff, when you're working with these kind of horsepowers, it kills it real fast. Yep. So we got the 3/4 inch Yankum hooked up. I believe this one's a 30-footer. The 7/8 is a little heavy for this, so this is the V rope for this size vehicle.
And I got my signal on.
Boing. This is uphill, by the way. It's hard to tell, but. Boing, boing, boing. Check out the description for 10% off Yankum stuff. There's the end of the trail. I would not be surprised if some more stock variety vehicles followed these tracks in and got themselves in a very, very bad situation. Because the snow is just good enough right off the bat, and it's downhill. A big pile of snow. There's plowed. So I'll throw some air in here. Well, we are aired up and we are heading home. 7:40 and it's still, well, that looks way brighter than it actually is outside, but 7:40 and it's still light out. So that is awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. We are definitely going to be coming back to this one and trying again. I'm almost thinking we do Marge next time. So maybe Marge, LJ, and then Ryan's XJ. That would be a big, medium, and little day, and it would be kind of cool to watch, in my opinion. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, because at least 50% of you watching right now aren't, and it would be much appreciated. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.